back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jumoke. Nice to meet you. On this channel, we talk about femininity. I'm a femininity coach and a woman's mentor. So if you love videos like this, make sure that you do hit that like, subscribe, and the bell so that you can continue to get more great content. And if you're a woman that you're looking to level up in your femininity, make sure that you do schedule a discovery call with me. All the information will be in the description box below. Okay, so ladies, today what are we going to talk about? We're talking about four unfeminine behaviors that are sabotaging your femininity. All right, let's go. So the first behavior that's sabotaging your femininity is not letting people go. So many women that are coming up in their femininity journey, coming into this knowledge of who they are and their identity and their value and their worth, they have such a difficult time letting things go. And a lot of times it may stem from a place of people pleasing. And if you want to watch my video about people pleasing, make sure you do hit the card or hit the link in the description box. But as a feminine woman, you have to be able to know your value and to just shift things, shake things around, which is fine. So many women are holding on to people and situations that do not benefit them anymore, and it's sabotaging their journey in their femininity. So this includes things like boyfriends, family ties, interpersonal relationships, friendships, things of that nature. If it's not benefiting you anymore, it is okay to cut ties with that person, place, or thing and to move forward. As a feminine woman, you have to adopt an abundance mindset. So that means there is enough. So many women operate in this place of scarcity that, oh my gosh, there's not enough. I need to just take what I can get. That's a lie. And like I said, as a feminine woman, you have to reframe your thinking in such a way. So for example, if you're in a relationship and that man is not operating in his masculine, he's not treating you at your worth and your value, why are you still with him? You have to be able to let him go and know in your heart, okay, there is someone who's out there that's better for me. Don't stay with someone who is treating you horribly. And just let that one go. Same thing with women. Sometimes with us as women, we can form relationships based on trauma. So trauma bonding is basically you and another person are going through a similar trauma, so you're bonding based off that trauma. But that's still extremely toxic because the foundation of a relationship or a friendship should not be based off of trauma. It should be based off of love, support, acceptance, understanding, not, oh yeah, we both went through this really bad thing together and then you're just trauma bonding and dumping trauma on top of each other. There's some people who are just calling you just to give you their emotional baggage and you pick it up. No, that's toxic. You need to be able to cut off friendships like that. You need to be able to cut off friendships with, let's say, women who they're okay with you doing good, just not better than them. They're bitter, they're backbiters, they're gossipers, they're extremely toxic. So why are you with them? Birds of a feather flock together. For some of us, maybe it's family. Maybe you have to set certain boundaries with your family because your family is reintroducing and opening up wounds within you that you are trying to heal from. So maybe you're just gonna have to set boundaries with them. This whole thing, maybe they're gonna change, maybe. That's not your job. It's not your job to change people. You're not responsible for walking people through whatever. No, let them do that themselves. You need to focus on where you're going as a feminine woman. You need to be determined and you need to just be able to just not cut people off. I don't want to say it like that because that can be really toxic as well, but just having the courage to let people go in a gracious way, okay? Now, the next thing that you have to let go of that's sabotaging your femininity is misandry. Misandry is the extreme dislike or hatred of men. So if you're someone who says all the time like, men are trash, men are trash, men are trash. No, God forbid, my man would not be trash. My man is not trash. Your man will be trash because that's what you want. That's what you're speaking. That's what you're speaking. Power of life and death lie in the tongue. So if you keep saying men are trash, no, that's what you will get. That's what you will get. As a feminine woman, you have to have a healthy gratitude for men because men and women need one another. And yes, you may have went through one failed relationship or a couple, or you have daddy issues, things of that nature. But if you partner with that misandry, that is definitely sabotage you. Again, you have to have an abundance mindset. There is enough. But if you have that bitterness and that countenance about you when it comes to men, you're going to actually be warding off very good men who would love to treat you well, to love to operate in their masculine. But if you are still have this limiting belief that all men are bad, then you are accepting that as your reality. Okay, so that's something you definitely got to cut out. That misandry, cut that thing out. All right, so the next thing is not managing your emotions. Whew. All right, so ladies, as a feminine woman, you have to be able to be emotionally intelligent. Feminine women understand how to feel, process, and express their emotions in a healthy way. When you are not operating in your feminine, you will be someone who either one of two extremes. Either you have no type of control, filter over your emotions, like I'm angry, da 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 da, like no type of restraint, or all the way on the other end and completely stifle your emotions. And I feel like a lot of us kind of fall into that category because, again, we've learned at an early age that our emotions were an inconvenience to other people. To be frustrated, to be angry, to be upset about things were often belittled, dismissed, and disregarded. So we've learned we learn along the way to simply stifle our emotions because they don't matter and because they were taught that it was bad to feel these types of way. But no, you have to, one, feel your emotions, allow yourself to feel the actual emotion, especially if it's a negative emotion. Feel the emotion. 2, acknowledge the emotion. 3, identify the emotion. It can't just be I feel good or I feel bad. What is the exact emotion do you feel? Because bad could be grief, it could be rage. Those are 2 different emotions, and they're still in the umbrella of bad. So do you feel misunderstood? Do you feel rejected? Do you feel jealous? Do you feel not good enough? Do you feel disappointed? Pinpoint exactly what you are feeling as a feminine woman. And once you understand that, then now you have to manage that emotion because, hey, your emotions may not tell you the full truth. And sometimes when it comes to women who are not operating in their femininity, when they don't manage their emotions, they now project their emotion that they did not manage on you. So a lot of women, let's say, for example, you did something or you set a boundary with them or you fell out of a certain expectation, you're trying to live your life, they feel left out, they feel rejected. Instead of admitting to that, they project on you like you're the villain. So many women do that. Oh, you did this because you made me feel like this. You. That's very unfeminine. Take accountability and ownership of your own emotion. Process your own emotion, but also understand your emotions don't tell you the full truth. They don't tell you the full truth. Ask before you assume. Just because you feel a certain way, don't push it on other women. Don't be passive aggressive. Don't be a backbiter. Don't be a gossiper. Don't be a slanderer. You have to understand how to manage and process your own emotion, and that takes work because it takes a lot of unlearning and relearning as far as when it comes to our emotions, okay? Now the last unfeminine behavior that's sabotaging your femininity, oh, that is very redundant, is victimization. Okay, so victimization is basically when someone just puts themselves in a position of being hopeless. Okay, so a lot of women, they want to be rescued, but Jesus Christ has already rescued you. He's already set you free. Whoever the Son sets free is free indeed. But they're still waiting for someone else to come and rescue them out of their situation. So with victimization comes a lot of grumbling, a lot of complaining, a lot of excuses. You know you have a victim mindset when you're constantly making excuses of why you cannot progress.
Oh, because I don't have any money. Oh, because I'm not pretty enough. Oh, because I can't lose weight. Oh, because I'm waiting for a man to marry me.
No. Like, you have to be determined as a woman to shift and shake the status quo. You have to be like, even though this may be difficult, I want to change this for generations after me. I want to be able to break generational curses. I want to be able to achieve everything that I want to achieve in this lifetime. And let me break this for you ladies. because I know for a lot of us who may have been in codependent relationships with our parents, you need to go look up what codependency is. And a lot of women feel as if they cannot escape the peril of their parents and be fully autonomous unless if a man shows up to their front door and marries them. And that is a lie straight from the pits of hell. If you want to move and live on your own, ladies, you can do that. But again, you have to just admit the fact that, hey, maybe you just don't want to be uncomfortable. Maybe adulting scares you. That's a thing. Maybe you are okay being provided for by your parents, even though you feel a wrestling within your spirit. Now, everyone has different seasons. I'm not saying move out of your season, but there's some of you that actually feel a wrestling and you feel like you've hit a cap and the grace for the season is gone. If that's the case, pack up your things and move. I don't even want to say get a job, because there's so many different ways that you can literally live on your own. But you have to, again, don't victimize yourself. You're more than a conqueror in Christ Jesus. You're a victor, not a victim. And if you keep victimizing yourself, you'll continuously victimize yourself for your entire life. You'll struggle with bitterness, resentment, and regret later on in your life because you victimize yourself throughout your entire lifetime. And you have to be able to just take ownership and say, you know what? I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I believe that I can do it. I believe that I can overpower or overcome this thing. Okay? So those are my 4 unfeminine behaviors that are sabotaging you. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Or do you have anything else that you would like to add that you've learned along the way in your femininity journey? Definitely make sure that you do add a comment. Also, if you are a woman that you want to overcome all these unfeminine behaviors and you want to grow in your femininity through social capital and just relearning certain things, definitely do schedule a femininity discovery call with me. All the information is in the description box. Last but not least, my ministry, Single on Purpose, we're having a 3-day conference, July 30th to August 1st. Make sure that you do get your tickets. Time is going. We have amazing speakers, amazing sessions. Make sure you do get your ticket in the description box below. And that's all I gotta say. Talk to you guys later. Bye.